Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on what guidance does your animal spirit have for you right now. So I'm seeing this in two ways, okay, but I actually feel that the message for the ways that I'm looking at it is the same. So I'll just explain what I'm saying. So right, we've got the Four of Swords here, okay, and in this card of the Four of Swords there is an image of a hedgehog. Now hedgehogs are I am absolutely petrified of hedgehogs. I do not. They're the only thing that I fear on this planet is a hedgehog. Okay, like they are scary. I can't even look at this card. My eyes are like will avoid that card. I don't even like put my hand over this card. Okay, they freak me out so bad. So the fact that this card is combined with the moon card being reversed, I do feel like fear is actually being highlighted within this reading, or this energy. Okay, but what I'm actually grateful for is that we have this. Parrot spirit card here. Watch your words. Okay, that is incredible guidance, because parrot spirit to me often comes out when we are speaking things into existence without actually realizing it. Things like, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, I'm lazy, I'm not capable, I'll fail at this, I can't do this, you're like, this isn't for me really. So the energy here is really about asking you to become aware of how you speak to yourself, and what you repeat about yourself, because my darling, words do carry energy and they shape belief over time and your future. Okay, so yeah, I do feel there may be a bit of fear or belief within you that you can't overcome something or achieve something or face something. But what I love as well is that we have the King of Pentacles here. He is a very grounding energy, an energy of reassurance that you are actually capable of building stability and success and long-term security. This is an unstable energy, my darling. This is grounded, practical, committed energy that says if you take those steps, you will see those results. Okay, so yeah, the King of Pentacles being here is the energy of someone who just doesn't give up after one setback. You know, if something doesn't work out the first time, the King of Pentacles energy doesn't say, I can't do this. It says, okay, all right, what do I need to adjust so I can build this properly and make it work long term? That is the King of Pentacles energy. So stability here comes from how you respond to situations. If something challenges you or frightens you, do you shut down and tell yourself you're not capable? Or do you ground yourself, reassess, and keep building anyway? So that response here is what creates that long-term stability for you, my darling, okay? So as well, with the Knight of Cups reversed, I do like, this is incredible energy. This energy is a bit, because the Knight of Cups reversed is almost kind of supporting kind of like what I'm picking up. This can point to that emotional doubt, the avoidance or self-sabotage, where you may be talking yourself out something you are capable of doing. And it could also be an energy of not fully trusting yourself emotionally, or letting that fear distort your confidence. And with the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, that does really, reinforce that this is mental energy, resting energy, thinking energy, overthinking energy, and need to pause and step back from that internal noise or conversation you're having with yourself, rather than acting from it. Or as well with that Four of Swords, I do not like looking at that card. You may actually be yourself. That's just kind of like confirming that you are holding yourself back or hiding from taking those next steps. So in the way that I'm looking at this bit, it's like the message is like, really be mindful of your inner dialogue, because fear and self-talk may be keeping you stuck in a place you don't actually belong in anymore. Okay, so that's the first way of me seeing it. The other way is of me looking at it is like, this is more about to do with communication and clarity and actually perception. Okay, now parrot spirit can also speak about communication between people, speaking without thinking, repeating assumptions, miscommunication, or words really being taken in the wrong way. So there may be something here about being mindful of what you say and what you believe from others as well, my darling. The King of Pentacles in this sense is really encouraging you again to stay grounded and not react too quickly emotionally, to respond maturely, to respond from maturity and stability and practicality, rather than assumptions or like impulses. Okay, the Moon reverse is very important here, because it does suggest confusion starting to lift. Things that may have felt very uncertain or unclear actually will be, or are becoming more visible now, but only if you don't distort them through fear or assumption or overthinking. Okay, so clarity is trying to come in, but it needs a bit of space. Yeah, now the Knight of Cups reversed here can point to that emotional miscommunication or mixed signals, words not fully matching intentions, or situations again that are not as emotionally clear as they first appear. So again, this goes back to that parrot spirit message very strongly. You know, be mindful of what you interpret emotionally, and don't like rush to assume meaning while clarity is still forming. Yeah. So just bear with everything at the moment. And the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, you know, again, it kind of brings it together, because it's saying, I don't like looking at this card. Pause, step back, and don't react immediately. Let clarity land before you respond. Okay. So yeah, definitely, there's two ways of me looking at this reading. But I do feel that the kind of like the message is still the same. One is very much internal, your relationship with your own thoughts and fears and self-talk. The other is like external, the communication, the perception, how you interpret like situations around you. But both are actually really asking for the same thing. Slow down, pause, watch your words, watch your thoughts, and choose grounding over a reaction. Because whether this is about self-belief or communication, my darling, the King of Pentacles is reminding you that stability actually comes from how you respond, not just what you experience. Okay? I hope this reading's helped. Have a good day. Bye.